What up, Rafflaters? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a brief update on what's happening here at Ogle with these two pump stations. So it's a pump station to remove water from the land. It's kind of a drainage and irrigation, well, mostly drainage setup. These are the outlet hoses from the impellers, these pumps. Now this is actually the continuation of a video I did recently about this same pump station, but in which I discussed the controversy surrounding the building of pump stations in Guyana, and in fact the pump stations that are being built by Guyanese critic and his business partners. So this is what the completed pump station looks like. I think they have now completed this pump station. It cost 343 million. This pump station, that is, cost 343 million Guyana dollars, which is approximately 1.75, maybe 1.6 million US dollars. And the controversy that we were discussing in the last video on this pump station is that Critic had received a contract for $865 million to build something similar. And I was explaining why that was a ridiculous sum of money. However, I think those who understand what I was saying get it, and those who are partisan or have some other political agenda refuse to understand. The problem is that this is taxpayers' money that's being spent. But what's happened here is that they've put two impellers, that is rotary pumps. I think the signage calls it mobile pumps, but it's basically propellers at the end of this hose, and there are two of them, one on either side of this coker, and they're using that those two hoses to suck water out of this canal. Right, so that's how the pump station actually works. And the reason why you need to do that is because all along the coast the land is below sea level. So whenever it rains, the water on the land cannot run off into the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, which is nearby, because the water in the Atlantic Ocean, the level of the Atlantic Ocean is higher than the level of the land. So you can't really use, see if you can take a peek inside here. So there is a diesel generator, it seems, in that room to provide electricity for these pumps. Yeah, the water on the land is lower than the water in the ocean, and this is the little canal that runs out into the Atlantic Ocean here at Ogle. So this is where the water drains, and the reason why you have these sea walls, these walls have been built so that at high tide the water does not overflow the walls onto the land. And the reason why you need the drainage pumps, these pump stations all along the coast, and you need dozens of them, right? You need maybe 36 or 48 of these pumping stations all along the coast. So the government has been giving out contracts to private contractors to build these pump stations all along the coast. And Guyanese critic and his Tipui group of associates, business associates, got a contract to build a similar pump station for which they received a contract for $865 million. So that was the argument. And the question is whether, in fact, it was worth $865 million when the regular cost is about $350 million, as this pump station actually fits, right? So this is actually a electrical pump. So there are these huge wires. You know, electric pumps tend to draw a lot of current. They're high current drawing devices, and so you need these very thick electric cables to supply electricity. And the electricity usually comes from a diesel generator. So in there you have a diesel generator that's producing electricity, so that even if there's a blackout, you should still be able to supply the electricity for these pumps. So the last time I showed you the signage that tells you how much it costs to build this pump station, I'm going to show you that signage again so that the people who are arguing can see it in black and white. In other words, go to the end of this video and you will see, you will see what it costs to build this pump station. It's 343 million Guyana dollars. This is what it looks like. Now, in addition to that, they would have probably need to desilt, in other words, remove the mud from this canal to make it much more, the volume of water it can hold greater, to make it clear, clean, and that usually requires some kind of dredging facilities. But I'm going to show you once again what this pump station cost here at the end of the video. For those of you who haven't seen this before, take a close look at it, because it tells you what we're talking about, the cost to build these infrastructure for drainage. Now in the second video I'm going to make this morning, I'm going to show you what the mud flats look like and what the possibilities are for it. So here's the signage, right? It says Government of Guyana, right? This is the Government of Guyana contract. It gives you the credit number and it gives you the price, right? This is the price. This is what it costs to build this pump station, right? You take a close look at that. That is the cost, $343,293,638. So that is what it costs to build this pump station, and it gives you the names of the people involved in it. Right, guys? So just revisiting this issue again at the completion of this pump station here. That is what it looks like. This end. Completed pump station here at Ogle. As you can see, this is the community here at Ogle. And you can see that is the canal running into the community which the water comes from. So that's it, guys. That's what's happening here in this neck of the woods. Pump station at Ogle has been completed for 343 million Guyana dollars. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Ogle, in the fastest growing country in the world. Later!